This is Peace News Now with Derek J. Today is Wednesday, February 20th, 2013. Here's what's happening in the world of peaceful evolution. Bitcoin is trading at $29.50 American, 22 euros, and 19 British pounds. A company that has landed a $5.5 million contract with the federal government produces targets for government agents to practice shooting at you. I'm not kidding. The Minnesota-based company Law Enforcement Targets Inc. sells real-life images, quote, designed to give officers the experience of dealing with deadly force shooting scenarios with subjects that are not the norm during training. It's called the No More Hesitation series. How comforting. How unusual are the images used for target practice by the feds and local police departments? One features a pregnant woman in her home. Another features an old woman wearing a bathrobe in her kitchen. One of the targets is a young girl standing alone in a suburban street. Finally, 3 young children in their backyards are also targets. To see pictures of the targets yourself, check the link in these show notes or at peacenewsnow.com. Carl Denninger is an American technology businessman, finance blogger, and political activist, sometimes referred to as the founding member of the Tea Party movement. He wrote the following in a blog post yesterday at marketticker.com. Anyone remember what happened today, 71 years ago? On February 19th, 1942, FDR willfully and intentionally violated the Constitution. I'm speaking of Japanese internment, the rounding up of over 100,000 people who were frog-marched into the concentration camps on American soil. Far more than half were American citizens with a full and complete set of alleged constitutional rights. The US government did this. The US government imprisoned its own citizens without trial, without suspicion, without due process of law, and without evidence. The US government did so merely on their genetic code and the ancestry of their parents. The US government did this on American soil and through the American mainland, not in some foreign combat zone. I repeat, the US government did this. They did this here. They not only took these people's freedom without cause, they dispossessed them of every worldly thing they owned that was not able to be carried in their hands at the time they were rounded up. To those who believe that America is exceptional and that your government would never abuse powers such as the NDAA and similar laws allegedly passed to protect you, I remind you that your government already has done so with willful intent, and it happened not all that long ago either. Never again is not just for Jewish people. It's for all of us. Are you tired of the US government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin takes the power of money from government and returns it properly to the people. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. Now, news from the Shire Society. The popular weekly radio call-in show Talkback features discussions of events and politics in the Monadnock region of New Hampshire, where Free Keene calls home. Garrett Ian of freeconcord.org put together a remarkable video in which the hosts of the show Talkback focus on the activism of Robin Hood in Keene. This activism has a real impact on the pocketbook of local governments, and they don't like it. But it is legal in most places, and it's very popular among most people, especially those saved from a ticket. I applaud the efforts of James Cleveland, Garrett Ian, and the other men and women in Robin Hood's Shire posse. Do you want liberty in your lifetime? Move to New Hampshire and join the Free Staters. Visit freestateproject.org to get started. An audio and video advertisement was recently banned by ClearChannel. The video reminds Washington politicians of an 1835 refusal to disarm in Texas. To see the banned video yourself, check the show notes or visit peacenewsnow.com. That's all the time we have for today. Links to these stories can be found in this episode's show notes. Find PNN on YouTube, iTunes, Twitter, Facebook, and LiveLeak. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J. Peace.